Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Iceman Guru, aka Dr. J, aka Mr. 7 Days a Week, aka Mr. Accountability. Back at you with another installment on the High Frequency Only channel, man. Hey, make sure you subscribe, hit that button, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. Speaking of comments, man, I love when people comment on the videos. I love the dialogue back and forth. I do respond to comments, but do me a favor, please, okay? Make sure that we can actually have, dialogue, because commenting on it where I can't actually reply back, that defeats the whole purpose, so this channel is all about having respectful dialogue, whether you come at me in a respectful manner or not, I'm gonna come back at you respectful, because we always high frequency over here. Okay. All right. Subject topic for today's video. Everybody got an asshole. Let me repeat. Subject and topic for today's video. Everybody has an asshole. Okay. Now, let me explain to you what I mean. Okay. So everyone has heard that, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Okay. So everybody always have an opinion on things, whether or not they can substantiate it with data, statistics, relevant information. People always got something to say. Okay. And I do want to make a distinction here. Okay. There's what we call a educated hypothesis. Okay. Something that's come from, actually doing research and actually reading. And then you just get people that are talking out their ass. Okay. Those are the assholes. Those are the people that literally are spewing shit out their mouth. You have to excuse the language for this video. Okay. But it's necessary in order to drive the point home. Okay. Everybody has something to say. But a lot of times, what comes out of some people's mouth is just utter ridiculous. Okay. Utter nonsense. Okay. But everybody has an opinion. All right. Plus, with all the advent of the new media, the new ways of actually expressing ourselves, and, everybody can have a platform, which has its positives and negatives. Okay. But I think we just have to be careful on what it is that we put out. Content creators have a responsibility. I touched on this before. And I don't think a lot of time people take it seriously. So a lot of time when people comment on certain things, it's not really coming from an actual academic or educational standpoint. It's coming from an emotional standpoint. Okay. And that's also the difference. Okay. A lot of times when we see people who are having judgments, okay, a lot of times those judgments are based on feelings and emotions. It's not based on biology, scientific method. Okay. It's not based on comparative studies. It's not based on any kind of data driven, and me, of course, being, a student of the game, a student of life, a student of learning, I always appreciate the scientific method. I always appreciate how it is that, you go about collecting data, and you go about studying information. Okay. Because actually I'm in that process right now in my PhD program. So I really appreciate the breakdown of how you go about to come to certain conclusions. Okay. So anytime that I present information, I'm always coming at it from that standpoint. Okay. Most people don't. Okay. Most people will just, say the first thing that comes to their mind, and it's from a very emotional standpoint. And so when you combat them with the data and the facts, it doesn't matter to them. They don't want to hear it. Okay, because they already in they feeling their emotions. Okay, and a lot of times that's where the problem lies. So I just recently saw a young lady that was like one of her, I guess, standards for dating was that she has to have a man that votes. And I'm like, wow. I wonder what she's basing that off of, though. Is she basing it off of her feelings and emotion, or is she basing it off of, like, we need more people to vote because we need more of this, that, and the third? When if we broke it down based off of data, well, we could really see what positive and negatives that we can outweigh when it comes to voting and when it comes to race, gender, and all that. Okay, so we can disaggregate all that good stuff. Okay, but most people are not going to break it down like that. They're not going to analyze things like that. And those are us who are, or who actually like to meticulously, look at things and break things down. Okay, we have to understand that. We have to be able to separate ourselves. There is a population of people that's going to give you their opinion, and it's going to be based off feelings. But then there's a segmented population of people that are going to have very highly educated opinions, although they may be opinions, but they're going to come from a wealth of knowledge. Okay? And those people can actually have articulate conversations and possibly get to some solutions. Because at the end of the day, it should be about outcomes and solutions. Everything else, who cares? So we have to be able to separate the different populations and the different arguments. Okay. So are we in a possible conflict or conversation, or even possible confrontation about finding a solution to something, or just mere rhetoric and just talking about something based on our feelings and our emotions? We have to be able to separate the two, because it's important. We have to separate the two conversations and perspectives, and we got to separate the two populations of people. Because often I find myself, I'm not fin to engage with someone where I could see that they're basing their feeling and emotion, because I know that's a lose-lose situation. I will engage anybody in intellectual and thought-provoking conversation all day long, because I know at the end of the day, that person will be able to not only admit when they hear facts, but they'll also be able to concede when there is points that they can't go back on. Okay? Because at the end of the day, we're talking about intelligent conversation, dialogue, moving things forward. Okay? So everybody got assholes, man, but that don't mean that, you should be talking shit. All right. We're going to end the video on that, man. Hey, subscribe, like, comment, man. Please, please, please. Let's get our subscribers up. Okay? All right. As always, I'm you. You are me. Love always, love eternal. And we out this thing. Peace.